Hello, so we're continuing my review of Pokemon Journey so far. So episode 7, Fierce Battles in the Hoenn region, Face the Battle Frontier. So everyone aside from Ash and Pikachu are doing exercises with Mr. Mime in the morning, including Go's Pokemon. Scorbunny accidentally kicks Metapod into the sky, but it's alright. Ash shows up and invites Go to the Hoenn region. So Ash and Go arrive at a more game-accurate version of Battle Frontier. Instead of being spread throughout Kanto, it takes place on the island that's present in the game. This is awesome, I love this. It shows that areas we didn't explore in the anime so far are fair game to show up in this series, which I have a video on. I'll leave a link in the description. So a competition they're entering requires 2 Pokemon for entry. Ash obviously only has 1 Pokemon in this series, which is Pikachu. So did he call in reserve from Professor Okokukui? No, he entered Mr. Mime. Well, okay. This is actually really cool. I think there's an official website that confirmed Mr. Mime is Ash's Pokemon around Black and White. So I guess this is his first Fairy and Psychic Pokemon. Go doubts the choice a little, and he entered with Scorbunny and Cypher. So Go heads off to catch a Tailo, and someone on the Hariyama approaches Ash. They have a tough appearance, but they just wanted to recycle their water bottle, and Ash was in the way. So Go catches Tailo and uses it to find some Wurmple. They run into Mightyeno's ass, and it gets angry. We cut to Ash introducing everyone to the character, Hoji. Mightyeno and Go jump out of the bushes and Hoji stops Go trying to catch it. So after some hijinks, the tournament brackets come in, and Go is up against Hoji in his first real battle. And there's a little bit of rivalry between them. It's in front of a huge crowd, so understandably Go is quite nervous about it, and he doesn't even start with a bad plan. He raises Cypher's attack with Sword Stance. But Hoji's Mightyeno is just so much stronger and defeats Cypher and Scorbunny with no problems at all. At a Pokemon Center, Go decides that catching Pokemon is better than battling and leaves to find a Wurmple. Ash tells Go to watch his battles, and Go leaves. In a montage, Ash sweeps his way through a tournament. Hoji also does. The finals is Ash vs Hoji, not surprising anyone. Go makes it back just in time. Mr. Mime and Hariyama start this battle, and while I'm pretty sure everyone doubts Mr. Mime, it avoids all Hariyama's attacks, which Go recognises as the exercises, which is a very good callback to the start of the episode. Mr. Mime gets in a clean focus punch and uses Reflect while up close to guard itself, and it keeps putting Reflects around Hariyama and finishes it off with Psychic. Holy shit, what a cool battle! Mr. Mime made use of its unique Mime traits, and Ash got to battle in an interesting new way, as he's never had a Psychic type. Mr. Mime decides to stop fighting against Mightyeno though. It's Pikachu's time to kick ass. Pikachu does overwhelm Mightyeno off the bat, but Mightyeno is able to redirect Pikachu's Thunderbolt to a roof, using a Snarl, and break a hole in it. Go is amazed what a battle can be, maybe hinting at future development. Mightyeno knocks Pikachu to the air with Sucker Punch. In the coolest Sun and Moon callback, Ash uses Electro Web as a catapult for Pikachu to destroy its opponent with an Iron Tail. Hoji can't even order Mightyeno to move before Pikachu hits, so yeah, defeating Hoji with a Sun and Moon reference, A+. As Ash is getting his trophy, Hoji once again approaches on Hariyama, and despite acting intimidating again, he goes to shake Ash's hand. Go also sees how fun Pokemon battles can be. Back at the lab, Go reveals he caught 3 Wurmple in case they don't evolve like he wants. This episode was incredible, honestly. Hoji is a fantastic character of the day and was insanely likeable. Ash felt like a true champion here. I'm pretty sure he swept the entire tournament with Pikachu alone since the announcer is surprised when Mr. Mime fights Hariyama. And Hoji is strong, but Ash had full control throughout the whole battle. He never really felt in danger of losing, which definitely isn't a complaint. Ash should dominate his first tournament since the Alola League. Go even has a chance to develop from this point too. He disregards battling but learns to appreciate it. If he will eventually battle more than he has as of episode 22, it's still yet to be seen, but there's seeds for it here. What a great episode. Episode 8. Don't lose, Piplup. The Sinnoh Region Drift Ice Race. The episode starts with Ash and Go down at the docks, observing a pack of Tentacool. Go catches one, and as he does, a shriveled up Piplup shows up. Back at the lab, it's being fed, and when we're distracted for a moment by Kaharu's return, it goes and swims in the sink. Renji and Kikun are called for a woman from the Sinnoh region, who will put out a missing Pokemon report for Piplup. She's Misaki, from Snowpoint. Piplup had swum out that far. So on the boat to Snowpoint we learn about the Drift Ice Race, and Team Rocket pedaled all the way from Kanto, following Ash and Go. So on the port, Go catches a Mantike after Scorbunny scares it with a snowball. Misaki keeps on dropping her glasses, but she makes it to a port. Misaki has a Krogunk that Piplup has a rivalry with. I feel like this is a good point to address the continuity concerns people had with this episode. So this trainer just so happens to have 2 of the Pokemon that Ash's friends on his Sinnoh region journey had, and he doesn't mention anything about that? I can kind of relate to that. It's a bit coincidental, and some acknowledgement would have been appreciated. But at the same time, I don't reminisce about my dog whenever I see one that's the same breed, so would a reference be appreciated? Yeah, but it's not necessary. Misaki met both her Pokemon when she dropped her glasses in the water, at different times. She had Piplup for about a year before Krogunk. Piplup got jealous, of course, once Krogunk arrived, as Krogunk seemed to do everything better. Then Piplup swam off to Kanto after Krogunk swam faster than it for training. So Piplup enters both of them in a race. Pikachu and Go's Mantyke are entered too. I really like the Chinchou being used to like the race course. Pikachu falls into the water, but Go's Mantyke helps it. Piplup and Krogunk take a joint lead. And then Team Rocket attack. There's still a Pokemon in a race, other than Pikachu, Mantyke, Krogunk and Piplup, but Pikachu frees them and the Gacha machine is called in. Team Rocket get Machamp and Beartick, so James orders Beartick to use Thrash on the ship everyone is on, which actually presents real danger if a ship sinks, so I'm all for that. And Misaki falls off the ship, and her glasses hitting the water immediately gets Krogunk and Piplup in action to work together, and free a life raft for Misaki to fall on. Skull Bunny beats up Beartick and Pikachu blasts Team Rocket off. Ash and Go return to Kanto. So this episode is alright, it was just a bit forgettable though, since not much really happens. Misaki is okay, but just so happening to have two Pokemon longtime fans will be attached to, and not having that beat knowledge at all, is quite fairly controversial. Overall, the race doesn't matter much either. Episode 9, The Vow from That Day, the Johto region's legend of HoHo. So Go and Ash are chilling in the park when Go sees big news. There's been sightings of HoHo. They head off to Ekritique, and on the way to the bell tower, Go catches a Sentret. Then they see HoHo, quote unquote. In a pretty good looking sequence, Ash chases it and fires a Thunderbolt at the fireball that launched at them, and it takes quote unquote HoHo down. Arriving at the base of the bell tower, it's actually a Cyndaquil and a Fearow that were the HoHo. The trader Curio was doing it for his grandpa GA, who doesn't believe that HoHo exists anymore. Ash tells him on the day he's out on his journey, he saw HoHo, and the grandpa doesn't believe him. So there's some cool continuity. We also get to see a redrawn end of Pokemon I Choose You, so that's cool. His grandfather used to believe in HoHo, but eventually gave up the search and belief that it existed. A rainbow wing he had faded in colour, and he gave up. Curio wanted to cheer up GA by giving him belief in HoHo. Ash decides they have to find the real HoHo. They enter the bell tower and figure the rainbow is the key to seeing HoHo. Luckily it's raining and should pass soon, with a probability of a rainbow. Curio goes to get the rainbow wing in his grandpa. A Stantler and Misdreavus decide to mess with them, with illusions and psychic powers. GA's Hoot Hoot uses foresight to overcome the illusion. Go catches them. The feather resonates to Go telling Curio his dream about catching all the Pokemon. So they ascend the bell tower, and at the top they call out for HoHo. The clouds start to give way, and a rainbow appears. Curio loses grip of Rainbow Wing in the wind. GA catches it, and has his faith restored in HoHo. GA gives up for the day and tells Curio to search with him again. The Rainbow Wing resonates fully. Ash, Go and Curio head away with a promise of a curry. And before going down himself, GA takes one last look at the sky where HoHo emerges from the clouds, and flies away. Before he can tell the kids about it, it's gone. I really like this episode. Something from a more production standpoint, I'd appreciate more remixes from the games. I feel like this episode would have really benefited from some of the more atmospheric Johto music, and especially the Kimono Girl dance. I'd have definitely liked Ash to also see HoHo and get his own Rainbow Wing. It feels like a missed opportunity. But having GA's faith be represented by the Rainbow Wing is awesome. It's just cool visual storytelling. And I don't think this episode did what it could have with regards to Ash, but that doesn't mean I'll knock it for what it is. I really do like this episode.